Crows hold funerals. Mourning is not well understood in the animal kingdom, but growing evidence suggests that some animals grieve in ways similar to humans. Elephants are the most well-known example, but crows also recognize death, holding funerals for their dead. A crow funeral is much like a human funeral. The birds will gather around a fallen crow, and call to each other and pay close attention to their fallen peer, National Geographic reports. Why they do it, though, is not quite the same as human funerals. While humans gather to mourn and remember lost loved ones, crows appear to do it to evaluate whether there is a threat to them, National Geographic reports. They aren't mourning so much as investigating whether their fellow crow died from something that could also pose a danger to other crows. Crows aren't alone in this behavior. It's common among corvids, a group of highly intelligent birds that in addition to crows also includes ravens, magpies and jays, according to National Geographic. Hummingbirds can fly backward and hover in place. Teeny, tiny hummingbirds are a sight to behold, and their flight skills are nothing short of spectacular. They can, of course, fly forward and up and down, but they can also fly backward and even hover in place, the only bird with this capability, according to the National Audubon Society. It has been said the hummingbird's impressive flight capabilities inspired helicopters, but there is no proof of this. It is true, though, that researchers are studying how hummingbirds' flight capabilities might make drones more efficient, the Audubon Society reports. Blue jays collect paint chips. If you find patches of paint missing from your house, you might just have blue jays to blame. As unusual as it may sound, the jays sometimes hoard chips of paint, usually light-colored paint, to use as a source of calcium in the spring, according to Nature Canada. Why do they need calcium? To lay eggs. Many paints contain limestone, which is a good source of calcium. Hoarding paint chips seems to be most common in the northeastern United States, and researchers believe it's because acid rain is common there. The acid in the rain depletes calcium content in the soil, causing blue jays to seek another source. Owls swallow some of their food whole. Birds don't have teeth, so they rely on other means of eating and digesting their food. In the case of owls, they swallow small prey like mice and voles whole, letting their digestive system do the work of separating the digestible and non-digestible parts. The bits they can't digest, like feathers and bones, collect in their gizzard, a muscular part of a bird's stomach that collects and compacts the gritty, undigestible bits of their meals. And how do all those undigestible bits come out? The same way they went in. The owl's gizzards will contract all those bits to squeeze out most of the liquid, then the owl regurgitates the pellet, the Cornell lab reports. Regurgitating pellets isn't unique to owls, though. Many other birds do it as well, including other birds of prey, egrets, herons and kingfishers. When an owl's catch is too big to swallow whole, they simply rip it into pieces, swallowing the more manageably sized chunks. Woodpeckers can peck really fast. Woodchucks don't chuck wood, but woodpeckers definitely do peck wood. And they peck it for many reasons. Sometimes they are looking for an insect meal, while other times they are trying to create a cavity for a nest or roosting spot. In the spring, woodpeckers can be downright annoying when they drum away at wood and other surfaces while trying to attract a mate. All that pecking really adds up to as much as 8,000 pecks per day, and it's not just the quantity of pecks, but the speed with which they can do it that is impressive. Downy woodpeckers can peck as fast as 16 times a second. Is there anything you can do 16 times in a single second?